Hey guys, it's Ian, and welcome back to Is This Legit?, where we debunk viral YouTube videos while teaching you some fact-checking tips along the way. So this past year has been completely unpredictable at every turn, and while most of us couldn't have even imagined some of the events that would take place in 2020 and 2021, there are a ton of social media posts floating around claiming that pop culture has predicted the future. For example, there were false claims that The Simpsons predicted this coronavirus, that the movie I Am Legend was set in 2021, and the zombie apocalypse in the film was caused by vaccines. And just recently, in this very series, we debunked a YouTube video claiming to be a 1950s PSA about avoiding a future plague. All of which, not legit. So there's definitely a trend here when it comes to pandemic predictions. And I recently came across another video that felt weirdly accurate. Take a look at this YouTube video, which claims that a 1997 Archie comic somehow predicted virtual school in the year 2021. So did the Archie comics really predict that school would be virtual 24 years ago? Time to find out, is this legit? So to me, the illustrations look pretty real. Of course, there are a lot of talented artists out there, and given that so many of these prediction claims wound up being bogus, I'm still a little suspicious. So to fact check this, we're gonna look for evidence within the video. And during the video, the YouTuber included text saying that the official Archie comic Twitter page tweeted out the comic. However, they don't include a screenshot or link to the actual tweet, so let's head directly to the source and see if we can find it for ourselves. And sure enough, on March 16th, Archie's verified Twitter account tweeted out a screenshot of the strip, saying that it was originally published in issue 46 of a Betty comic in February of 1997. Now before we see what some other sources have to say, let's talk about the verified blue checkmark. Basically, all this means is that the person is who they say they are, or the organization's account is being run by an authorized representative. But the main thing to remember is that just because information is coming from a verified account does not mean automatically that the information is accurate. So whenever you see something from a verified source, check out their about page or bio to see if they're possibly an expert in that field before retweeting. In this case, I think it's safe to say that the official verified Archie account would be a reliable source on this matter. Still, let's turn to a keyword search to see what some other sources have to say. I used words like Archie comic predicts virtual school 2021. As you can see, there's been a lot of reporting on this topic, and I found this fact check from USA Today. According to the article, the comic went viral across Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook, and yes, it's real. USA Today also linked to a page in the Grand Comics database that archives classic comic strips as further evidence. My search also brought up this post from archiecomics.com. Clearly an expert source when it comes to information about the brand. They included more images from the comic. The comic features a high school teenager, Betty, one of the main characters in the Archie series, talking to her parents about the benefits of virtual schooling. And let me just say, Betty's positive attitude makes it pretty clear she has not been doing it for very long. Archie Comics posted the entire 6-page virtual adventure, and the strip is actually pretty entertaining. It features her teacher talking around the computer in a way eerily similar to Zoom calls, detention taking place in her own closet, and visiting a high school museum where learning used to take place. Betty's friend even puts a physical dummy in front of the computer screen to pretend as though she was there, which, on second thought, let me go write that down, for a friend. And according to archiecomics.com, the strip was actually reprinted in 2015, with the only change being the switch from the year 2021 to the year 2104, which the post said was probably because we still don't have flying cars, which make an appearance in the comic. But now for our rating. We're gonna rate this claim as legit. This comic showing Betty attending virtual school in 2021 was published in 1997, 24 years before virtual school became a reality for most of us. However, the comic never states that this was due to a pandemic. Remember, fact-checking doesn't have to be hard. There are plenty of quick steps, like the ones I took today, that you can use to keep yourself from sharing misinformation. We'll put a link in the description so that you can read the entire comic strip for yourself. And as always, you can find all of my sources linked in the description below. Bye guys!
Don't compromise, be media wise.